All right, here we go. Back into all fours position. Inhale to cow, follow the breath to open your heart. Exhale to cat. Scoop the tailbone under and lift your navel, look into your heart. Inhale, right leg up and left arm up. Exhale, make a fist and draw into cat tuck. Bring your knee towards your forehead. Inhale to stretch back out. Exhale, cat tuck. Draw in, follow the breath. Follow the breath to inhale and stretch it back out. Last one. Exhale, cat tuck. Inhale, reach out. Exhale to all fours. Inhale, left leg and right arm up. Stay with the breath. Exhale, cat tuck. Pull the navel in, bring your knee towards your forehead. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, draw in, follow the breath. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, knee and hand to the earth. Inhale, full and bright. Invite in a sense of peacefulness with your experience and soften between the shoulder blades as you exhale. Inhale, step back to a plank. Bend your knees a little bit as you exhale and turn the sitting bones up to come into downward facing dog. Express the pose from your heart with the power of your intention. Down into the earth to your hands and fingertips, and from your heart up to your hips and down to your legs. If your low back tends to be round like this, bend your knees and turn your sitting bones up a little stronger to get a nice arch in the lumbar region of the spine, and keep that and invite the legs to straighten any amount without losing that curve. And once again, express the pose from your heart down into your hands, from your heart up to the hips and down to your heels, and enjoy your breath. Notice when you're more with the breath, you're more in the flow of your essence. You can tap more into that part of your essence that is absolute peace, shanta. Receive a full breath and exhale, child's pose. And on your next inhalation, return to all fours. At the center of your wrist, your outer shoulder width, claw the mat, straighten your arms, hip right inside with a deep inhalation. Without collapsing, soften between your shoulder blades. Inhale to plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. On this one, I'm going to invite you to stay with the breath and consider inhaling your right leg up and express the pose from your heart to your hands, from your heart to your hips, down to the bottom heel and aloha to your lifted foot. And as an additional variation, you could choose to turn your hips and bend the lifted leg, wild dog. Receive a full breath there. Hold the pose as you exhale fully. Inhale, return to one leg dog. Level your hips. Exhale, lower your foot and receive a full breath. Exhale, child's pose. And pause and feel the effect of doing one side. And inhale, return to all fours, get bright inside. Exhale, stay bright inside and soften between your shoulder blades. Inhale to plank, bend the knees a little to turn the sitting bones up, get the lumbar curve. Exhale, downward facing dog. And other side, inhale, lift the left leg from your inner thigh so your hips stay level. Express the pose from your heart to your hands, from your heart to your your hips, down through the bottom heel, lie to the lifted foot and all your toes. And consider turning the hips on exhalation and bend the lifted leg. And receive a full breath in wild dog. Exhale, hold. And inhale to return to one leg dog. Exhale and float the foot down with the rhythm of your breath. Inhale, full and bright. Exhale, child's pose. Bow to the peace at your essence. Inhale, high on your fingertips. Exhale, walk your hands and fingertips way over to your right. Keep your left sitting bone rooted towards your left heel and bow over the right leg. Vajrasana, child's pose to the side. Breathe into the left side, ribs and waistline. And inhale back to center. Exhale, follow the breath to move in a peaceful way over to the left. Keep the right heel towards your right sitting bone and fold in Balasana. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, bow in deeply. Inhale to come up and bring the knees so that the thighs are parallel and you're sitting on your heels with pointed feet. Take a deep breath, be bright inside. Exhale, soften your skin over your inner light. Remember your peaceful essence and follow the breath. So inhale and reach to the sky. Exhale, press the air down, grow tall through the crown of your head. Inhale, reach up, interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the sky. Exhale, side bend to your right. Bring the outer left shoulder blade back. Keep both sitting bones rooted towards your heels. Inhale to come up. Interlace your fingers a second way. Turn your palms up. Exhale, side bend to your left. Draw the outer right shoulder blade back. Keep both sitting bones rooted down. And on your next inhalation, come up. Release the hands. Exhale. Follow the breath to press the air down. And inhale, walk your fingers forward and tap out your feet. Breathe loving kindness to them. And with a peaceful intention, tuck the toes under so your feet are flexed and sit back onto your heels or towards them. If that's too much, you could put a blanket or pillow behind your knees to make it easier. Inhale. Exhale, soften. Stay bright inside. Inhale, reach to the sky. Keep both sitting bones towards the heels. Exhale, twist to your right. Turn your heart to the right. Resist the deep in the low belly to your left. And one more breath, go taller. And exhale a little deeper, resisting deep in the low belly to the left. Turn your heart more to the right. Inhale to come up out of the twist. Exhale, twist to the left. Resist deep in the low belly to the right. Turn your heart more to the left. One more breath, taller through the spine. Exhale a little deeper, resisting the low belly to the right. Turning your heart to the left. Inhale to reach up out of the twist. Exhale, press the air down. Inhale, walk your fingers forward, tap out your feet. Say I love you toes. Make peace with them if that was challenging for you. And inhale to plank. Soften between the shoulder blades. Exhale to downward facing dog. And bend one knee and reach to the heel of your opposite leg and hold. You inhale for another breath. Exhale, keep the heel rooted down. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, reach the other heel down and bend the opposite leg and hold. Receive a full breath. Exhale, keep the one heel rooted down. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, express the pose radiant with your intention that honors your peaceful essence from the heart down to your hands, from heart up at the hips and down through your legs and heels. Inhale to plank and exhale, lower all the way to the earth. Bring your arms by your sides and your forehead to the ground. And roll the front of your thighs in so the little toe sides of your feet go towards the earth and your sitting bones broaden. Keep that breath and the little toe sides of feet towards the earth and bring your coccyx in so the low belly gets lighter. Keeping that, lengthen your sides so your shoulders move towards your ears, away from your hips, and take the heads of your arm bones back. Keep your forehead on the ground and lift the heads of your arm bones as high as they'll go. So you're using your rhomboid muscles, your upper back muscles, and on your next inhalation, long inhale, lift up from the low belly up through the crown of your head and shine your heart forward. Exhale there. Inhale so you can go a little higher. And exhale all the way down. Bring your hands by the sides of your ribs for cobra so the wrists are approximately under your elbows. Roll the fronts of your thighs in. Get the little toe sides of the feet towards the earth. Bring the coccyx slightly in and lengthen your sides so your shoulders go towards your ears. Then lift the heads of your arm bones so they go to the back plane of your body. Pull back with your hands isometrically and sweep your heart forward into a small cobra. Claw them out and pull back with the hands to open your heart forward a little more. Express the pose from the pelvis long through your toes and from deep in the low belly up through your spine. If you can get lighter on your hands, maybe even pick the hands up and receive a full breath. Exhale, place the hands back down. Inhale, your full expression, bhujangasana, the cobra pose. And exhale, lower down. Make a pillow with your forearms for your forehead. Enjoy your breath. Tap more deeply into your peaceful essence through your awareness of your breath. Keep both hips on the ground, and on your next inhalation, lift your right leg from your inner thigh and flex the foot so the toes point down. Keep that. Exhale, push through the big toe ball mound of the right foot a little more. Inhale, go higher with the leg without lifting the right hip. Exhale, point your foot and lower it to the ground. Inhale, left leg up. Lift from the inner thigh and flex the foot. Reach long through the back of the leg. And exhale, push through the big toe ball mound a little. Inhale a bit higher whilst keeping the left hip down. Point the foot to exhale and lower the leg to the earth. Inhale, lift both legs from your inner thigh or just your right leg for 2 breaths. Flex the feet, roll the thighs in. Push out through the big toe ball mounds a little. Point the feet or the one foot, exhale, lower down. And both legs again, or just the left leg. Inhale, leg up or leg up. Flex your feet, reach to the heels. Push through the big toe ball mounds a little. Inhale a little high. And point the feet Exhale, lower them to the earth. And pause to feel the effect of being with your breath in a conscious way. Not the easiest exercise to do. We're able to tap into some aspect of your peaceful essence during that. We'll put the legs and the arms together next. Bring your arms down by your sides. Roll the front of your thighs in to broaden across the sacrum. The little toe sides of the feet go more towards the earth. Keep that. Bring your coccyx in. And inhale, lengthen your sides. Shoulders move towards your ears. Move the heads of your arm bones back, which is up towards the sky. And on your next inhalation, root from the pelvis down and rise up to your inner thighs and from the low belly up to your spine. And reach your hands away from the earth and back towards your feet behind you. Inhale, a long, full breath. And exhale all the way down. And we'll repeat it. Roll the front of your thighs in. Bring the coccyx in. Lengthen your sides. Draw the heads of your arm bones back. And inhale, lift up. Exhale, express the pose with power of intentionality from the pelvis to your feet, from the low belly up to your spine, up to your fingers. One more deep breath. Exhale all the way down. Make a pillow with your forearms for your forehead and enjoy your breath. Invite your heart rate and your breath to slow down. The locust pose. Well, locust pose strengthens the back body. We'll strengthen the front body next by doing a plank on the forearms. One of the options you can do in this to make it a little more accessible if you find it challenging is to keep your knees on the ground. Roll the fronts of your thighs in and flex your feet and lift your thighs. Bring the tailbone in. If you need to, have the knees on the ground. Stay brighten the back waist, but soften between your shoulder blades without collapsing. And express the pose from your pelvis out through your heels and from the pelvis out through the crown of your head. And breathe smoothly and deeply. It's challenging. Can you invite in a sense of peacefulness as you express the pose with the power of your intention that honors the peace at your essence from the pelvis out through your heels and from your pelvis out through the crown of your head. Press the back of your head towards the sky so your head doesn't hang, but look at the ground so your ears, shoulders, hips, and ankles line up. Your full expression, full of peace from the pelvis out through your heels, from deep in the low belly, long through your spine. One more deep breath. And exhale to lower all the way down and rest and enjoy your breath. We're going to line on the back next. Do a few hip opening exercises. Bend your knees and bring your feet parallel and sitting bone distance apart. Have your feet approximately under your knees. And we'll do a little bridge pose. Bend your elbows. The bridge pose will open the fronts of the hips, the hip flexors. Bend your elbows so your fingers point towards the sky and the palms face one another. And move your sitting bones down and wide to create a lumbar curve so there's air and light moving under the small of your back. Maintaining that, bring your coccyx lightly in and lengthen your sides. Bring your shoulders towards your ears and move them back down towards the earth. Open your throat a little bit and invite your shoulder blades into your heart. And on your next inhalation, pull isometrically your feet towards your hips to lift the hips and open your heart. Your heart opens towards your chin. The chin moves isometrically away from your heart. So the back of the neck is strong. Root from your upper palate through the back of your head into the earth. You rise up through your heart with the power of your intention that honors peace today. Up to your hips, long through your thighs to your knees, and down into the earth through the four corners of your feet. The big toe ball mounds, your inner heels, the little toe ball mounds and outer heels. One more breath, so you can go a little bit higher. And exhale, flow with the breath. Just come all the way down with the lumbar curve. And receive a full inhalation. Exhale, stretch your legs. And you reach your arms overhead. And enjoy your breath as you move freely here. Reflection in the hips next. Bend both knees, and we'll take the outside edge of the right foot with the right hand for half happy baby. Move your shin vertical and invite the knee towards the earth on the outside of your rib cage. And whilst exploring that, invite the left hip more strongly towards the earth. Everything an invitation, but be with the breath and find peace with your experience. Breathing is the most important thing you have to do. Sometimes I joke about holding the breath. You hold your breath, you get dumber and weaker because you cut off oxygen to your brain and your body. You can explore pulsing in the hip in connection with your breath. To explore in a peaceful way, flow, not force. That's Anusara, to be in the flow of grace. And one more breath. And release the leg and the foot. You feel the difference between your two sides. You can stretch your legs out and notice. You'll bend both knees and hold the outside edge of the left foot with the left hand. Spread your toes and draw the knee towards the earth. Invite your right hip towards the earth a little more. To get the right hip to stay down, you may have to lift the left knee up a little bit. You can explore between the two. But be with your breath. You're really in the flow, tapping more into your peaceful essence. Flow, not force. Pulse it a little bit in a very peaceful way. With calmness. One more deep breath. And exhale, release the foot of the leg and stretch the legs out. Notice the difference. And we'll repeat. This time we might want to make it a little more interesting by straightening the free leg. Bend both knees, hold the outside edge of the right foot, spread your toes, receive a full breath. Exhale, draw the right knee towards the earth on the outside of your rib cage and begin to straighten your left leg and press the back of the left leg towards the earth. You can let up on the right left knee to get the left thigh down more strongly. And then keeping the left thigh down, you add the right knee again. And you pulse between the two to get a greater opening. Release the right foot, hold behind your thigh with laced fingers. And point your knee towards the sky and press your thigh bone into your laced hand and begin to straighten the right leg. Just like supta padangustasana. Move your sitting bones down and wide in the back of the left leg towards the ground to create a lumbar curve. And express the pose from the pelvis long through both legs long through your spine. Keep pressing the thigh bone into your hand, but bring your foot maybe closer towards your face without losing your lumbar curve. And once again, express the pose from the pelvis through the bones of the legs and long through your spine. Remember to be with your breath. Each inhalation opportunity to draw in with your intention that honors the peace at your essence, and then express that intentionality from the pelvis when you exhale through the legs and the toes, through the spine, the crown of your head. And one more deep breath. And exhale, bend the knee, and bring both feet to the ground with the knees bent. And hold on to the outside edge of the left foot. And as an option, begin to straighten the right leg and press the back of the right leg towards the earth. And invite the left knee towards the earth. And you can pulse between the two. The knee has to be on the outside of the rib cage, where to at least theoretically get all the way to the ground without forcing. Breathe. And pulse between the knee coming to the ground and the right thigh pressing towards the ground to get more movement in the hip. And straighten the right leg if you didn't already, and lace your hands behind the left thigh. Press the thigh bone into your laced hands. And keeping a lumbar curve, the arch in the low back with the sitting bones down and wide, begin to straighten your left leg. Any amount. Press the thigh bone into your hand. Supta, padangustasana, one variation. Reach the back of the right thigh towards the ground. Keep your lumbar curve. And keep reaching the thigh bone in towards your laced hands. And invite the toes towards your face a little more without losing your lumbar curve. And express the pose with power of your intention that honors your peaceful essence, from the pelvis through the bones of the leg and long through your spine. And one more breath. And bend the knee. And bend both knees. And pick the feet off the ground, bring your hands on your kneecaps, and reach straight down through your femur bones to your sit bones with straight arms. Create a strong low back, lumbar curve. Settle the heads of your femurs deeper into the socket. This can be very calming for the nervous system. Notice your breath. One more full inhalation. Exhale, feet to the earth. Do external rotation in the hips next. Take the right ankle bone to the outside of the left thigh and spread your toes. Move the little toe towards your outer ankle on each foot and lift the left foot off the ground. Take your right hand through the hole and hold either behind your thigh with your hands, fingers laced, or around your shin near your knee. Receive a full breath, widen your sit bones, and exhale. Draw the left knee in towards your chest, and the low back can round now. Once you've got the leg as close to your chest as it will go, invite the right knee away from the right shoulder whilst the left knee comes in towards your chest. And move your sitting bones down and wide in action. And be with the breath. Long, smooth breath. One more full inhalation. And exhale to release that pose. And you stretch your legs out to feel the difference between your two sides. Here's my chance to really make peace. On my other side, I have a recovering knee. I had a fractured patella. We'll see what happens on that side. The idea is to be with my breath and not force. To really make peace with my experience. So please bend both knees We'll take the left ankle bone to the outside of the right thigh, and little toes towards the outer ankles. Inhale, lift the right foot off the ground. Take the left hand through the hole and either place your hands behind your thigh or around your shin near your knee and receive a full breath. Widen the sit bones. Exhale, draw the left knee in towards your chest whilst inviting the right knee away from your right shoulder. Once you have the knee in fairly close, wherever it's going to go for you without forcing, move the sitting bones down and wide in action. Enjoy your breath. Invite in a sense of peace with your experience as it is. Left knee in, right knee in closer, left knee away from the left shoulder, and sit bones towards the earth. Any amount, even if you're just thinking about it, it makes a difference. Mine's actually changed quite a bit in the last several days. They seem very microscopic sometimes a change, but all the little pieces add up over time. One more deep breath, your full expression, and exhale to release. At the very end there, once I really found complete peace with it, it went much deeper than it had. But it's quite amazing for me to see the power and efficacy of this practice. I really felt it there. I'll do inner rotation of the legs next, and also an opportunity to calm the nervous system and to simply relax for a moment. So you're going to bring the feet wide, maybe wider than your outer hips, about as wide as the mat, and the knees in towards one another, bent knees, for psoas release and inner rotation in the hips. You turn your palms face up and simply enjoy your breath. If your knees aren't staying in together with gravity, you're having to strain or work to do that. You bring your feet a little closer and see if that makes a difference. Or you could even take a belt and wrap it around the thighs to hold them in without forcing, just so you don't have to work in this pose. It's a supported restorative pose. So gravity and any props that you use do the work for you, so you don't have to do anything but be and tap into your peaceful essence. Enjoy your breath. Turn to your breath And invite the breath in a little fuller, a little deeper. Keeping your feet wide, inhale the knees to point straight up. We'll move into a little twist. Take your arms out to the sides and receive a full inhalation. Spread your toes. Exhale both knees to your left. Keep the feet wide apart. And if you want to go a little deeper, you may want to consider taking the left foot on top of your right thigh or knee. Lengthen your sides, move the heads of your arm bones back, which is down towards the earth, especially your right head of arm bone, your right shoulder. Look straight up, and we'll do a little bit of a twist in the neck as well. First, start looking straight up, and without turning your head, tip your left ear towards your knees, towards your left shoulder. Then turn your head to the right. Notice the feeling in the neck, and if it's well aligned. If it isn't, you can always return to neutral. There's nothing you have to do and nowhere you have to go. Invite in a sense of peacefulness in the exploration. Tap into the peace at your essence by noticing your breath. If you're holding the breath or straining with the breath's trying to tell you something. And release the top foot and turn your head to neutral. Inhale the knees up. Keep the feet wide. Exhale the knees to your right. And consider as an option taking the right foot on top of the left thigh or knee. And lengthen your sides. Bring the heads of your arm bones back, which is down towards the earth, especially the left one. And to add the head and neck, keep looking straight up, but tip your right ear towards your right shoulder, which is the direction of your knees. Then exhale to turn your head to your left and enjoy your breath. And return your head to neutral and release your top foot from the bottom knee. Inhale the knees up. And take your hands on your kneecaps once again. And straighten your arms, cup the kneecaps, and reach straight down from your knees towards your sitting bones to create a clear lumbar curve and to bring symmetry back to the body in preparation for Shavasana. Inhale, full and bright inside. And exhale, release your legs, release your arms for Shavasana. The rest in peace pose. Shavasana. Shavasana means the corpse pose. So as a joke, we can just rest in peace. It is Shavasana, it means the corpse pose, so it's an opportunity to now die to doing, to simply be, and perhaps rest in the vibration we've brought into this practice by focusing on the breath and our peaceful essence. Relax your legs, let them roll out as they naturally will. Release the weight of your pelvis towards the earth. Soften around the low belly and allow the organs of the belly to release towards your back body and towards the earth. Relax your lower back. Relax the middle of your back. And soften the upper back. Relax your chest and rib cage. And soften from your shoulders to your arms, to your wrists, and palms, and all your fingers. Soften the fingers so much they naturally curl. Let them curl as they will. And soften all the muscles circling your throat. Release your lower teeth and your upper teeth. Soften the skin of your face and your cheeks. Soften all the muscles circling your eyes. And release the weight of your head towards the earth. And die to doing. Bathe in the vibration of pure absolute peace. Is that your essence? Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Return to your breath. And honoring the peace at your essence, invite your breath in a little fuller, a little deeper. Enjoy the breath moving you from inside. And very gently invite movement into your fingers and toes. And gradually expand that movement into your arms and legs, your hips, and your spine. Take the time to move freely. Take time to lengthen through your legs, from your pelvis out to your feet, from the pelvis long through your spine, out to your fingers. And on an exhalation, please bend your knees and roll to your side. Use your arm as a pillow for your head and neck. And keep your legs very relaxed, especially the top leg, and your head low. Use your hands and arms to gently, peacefully bring yourself up to seated. The legs to stretch well. Move the leg bones, move the sitting bones, flesh. Just close your eyes for a moment and feel the power of practicing tapping into the breath to connect more with your peaceful essence. I hope you found this practice effective and useful. And if so, you always choose to come into that connection with your breath in remembrance of your peaceful essence throughout your day, whenever a challenge is presented. Thank you ever so much for joining me in the practice in my garden today. Peace be with you. Namaste.